Hi, my darlings. Today we're talking about my K-pop hot takes. Let's get into it. 99% of idols have gotten plastic surgery. Some of y'all forget that plastic surgery isn't always the noticeable stuff. It's facelifting, Botox, lip fillers, lip shaping, rhinoplasties, brow lifting, double eyelid surgery. It's not always jaw shaving. And whether you want to hear it or not, or whether you like it or not, most of your faves have gotten plastic surgery. It doesn't matter that they look the same as when they were younger. South Korea is literally a hotspot for natural plastic surgery. My point is, have the doubt that your faves have gotten plastic surgery. They might not have gotten it, but you never really know. 80% of idols have fabricated personalities. Before y'all come for me, let me explain. I'm not saying that not even a tiny bit of who these people are isn't real, but there is such a thing as the art of pretense, and for idols, mastering that art is a necessity, especially because their job requires it. The cool guy, the funny one, the caring one, the energetic one, the mysterious one. These are identities given to your faves. One thing K-pop stans need to start understanding and accepting is that you don't know these idols, and chances are, you never will. You only see what the camera allows you to see. You only see what's been screened, edited, and permitted for you to see. Idols never stop performing. Take the Burning Sun incident. Who would have thought that those idols who were thought to be humble victims of their groups would turn out to be the evil masterminds of a literal human trafficking ring? If y'all are still super invested in idols' personalities after that, then I really don't know what to say to you. You'll very rarely catch me commenting on a celebrity's personality, because as someone who was lied to for a full year by my ex, I know firsthand that you never really know anyone. I stan certain idols because I love the music and performances they dish out, or because they are super talented. It had less to do with personality than you think. I mean, look at this whole ordeal with Hyena and her new boyfriend or friend. I don't even care about their relationship. The main point is the girl had the audacity to post a picture of herself and a sexual assaulter on her Instagram page. Her preaching of female empowerment has literally been thrown out the window. And for what? It's times like these that I'm so thankful I don't get invested in idols like that. Some of you forget that as pretty or handsome as these idols may be, they are just humans. And as humans, they are capable of greed, selfishness, lust, pettiness, wishing bad on others, and wanting to hurt others. They are more than capable of feeling every negative emotion and acting it out. Wolves start out as pups first. On more than one occasion, an idol's personality will slip through the cracks, but K-pop stans will forever be too blind to see it. Korean netizens aren't the problem. A lot of times when idols come under fire for just existing, people tend to point fingers at Korean netizens, and they do this because of past experiences, so it's understandable. However, it's become much too easy to just point fingers at them for everything. Like, I'm not going to just sit and listen to people talk about Korean netizens and how toxic they are when Westerners are on Twitter bashing the hell out of artists and sending death threats to people. Westerners are toxic all on their own with the bullshit freedom of speech excuse they use anytime someone comes at them for airing stupid opinions. And that level of toxicity is thriving in K-pop because it's something the K-netizens actually do. K-pop and its artists became and still are the outlet for all of that toxicity. Because you've got fan bases constantly pitted against each other in some insane battle because of simple competitions. As a one-directioner, Westerners are mad toxic, and it shows even more in K-pop. Y'all need to stop putting everything on K-netizens. K-netizens did this. K-netizens did that. K-pop stans did, and that's that. For real though, some K-pop stans act like they didn't go to school. K-pop is the entertainment industry's shiny new toy. In other words, all good things must come to an end. K-pop is still relatively new, with the first generation having debuted just a little over 2 decades ago, and it's starting to go global. It's new, it's exciting. People have never seen stuff like it, and that's all fine and dandy. But one day, K-pop will lose its novelty, and the entertainment industry worldwide will stash it like an old coin. It'll still have its audience, but it'll have lost its freshness and the appeal of it. It kinda already is losing its freshness, to be honest. With most groups, I know exactly what to expect. The performances are getting a bit tired. I mean, it's still fun, and so is the music. The same way I go back to older music of the 80s, 90s and still groove with them. However, the freshness is passing for most people. I've known about K-pop since I was 17, and while that doesn't seem long, it's ample time to get used to stuff. I'll always listen to K-pop. It's still just music after all, but one day it'll just be a music category and nothing else. Dives need a Defense 101 class. Wonyoung is extremely beautiful, yes, but I'ma need Dives to calm down. Your first response to every Wonyoung dig should not be that she's prettier than their faves. It makes y'all look shallow and makes Wonyoung seem untalented. K-pop survival shows are a joke. Half the time, both the fans and the judges vote for pretty faces instead of actual talent. Idol rappers aren't real rappers. I agree with Fatu. Idol rappers aren't actually real rappers. They are simply executing a position that was given to them by their agencies. Most idol rappers have no idea what flow and rhythm is in rap and how it adds flavor to your rap alongside clarity. So already, the skill isn't even there. Then you add the fact that 80% of them don't even write their raps, and some of the ones who do have no idea how to effectively deliver. Heaven knows I can't even put 80% of idol rappers besides Western rappers. They'd be humbled real quick. Most idols don't even understand what they are saying. They are just saying practiced words. And a lot of times, those words don't make any sense. Real rappers and good rappers understand that you need strong and impactful lyrics that actually tell a cohesive story or convey a message. An amazing beat, skilled delivery and flow, wordplay, cultural relevance, emotional depth, and most importantly, originality. You should be able to tell a rapper apart by their sense of style and tone. Unfortunately, most idol rappers don't fall into this category. Only a handful of rappers in the K-pop scene actually fit into the category of real good rappers. And when I say handful, I mean 2 hands, meaning 10 fingers, meaning they might not even be up to 10. This is my opinion and I won't mention names, but I said what I said and I ain't going back. Covers are highly lacking. Idols covering other idols are like movie reboots. Half the time, they're just not it because of course there's nothing like the original. There will never be anything like the original, but every once in a while, I find a cover that I actually really like and it almost makes me proud. Other than that, people just don't do justice to these songs majority of the time. The essence of the original is just completely lost. Some K-pop stans are going through a phase. For some stans, this whole K-pop experience will be a thing of the past. They'll grow out of it. Some will never listen to K-pop again and will unstan groups, and this is completely fine. The idols you stan are successful, not you. It will never cease to amaze me how some stans go out of their way to ensure a group's success. Like, don't y'all have lives? Mass buying albums. I can't even laugh at this. Do you have nothing else to spend money on? I'm sure some kids are literally stealing from their parents just to be able to afford these albums. Y'all going out of your way to buy expensive photocards. Some of these stans will literally have exams but be active on Twitter talking about their faves or streaming music videos on YouTube. Like, are you seriously going to revolve your entire world around a group of guys or girls that will never know you? Like, y'all don't think about savings? For when you're like 40. Do you realize that after giving these groups your life just so they can be successful, you have none of that success? Nobody in the real world cares about it. Your employer is not gonna want to know how many photo cards you have or how well you stream. Your partner will not give a shit on how you went above and beyond for people that don't know you. Doing all that won't somehow make you rich and successful. It'll just make you a K-pop stan. Everyone lip syncs in K-pop. Sometime the mic isn't on. Not in the way you think at least. You're telling me that groups are out here breaking their backs in double time and they aren't singing like they are running out of breath. Yet once the performance ends, they start breathing like they just ran a marathon? Nah, babe. Let's not lie to ourselves. The mic isn't on. They just sang like one line or two a bit louder than the back track. That's it. They are still lip syncing. If they truly were singing live, with those kind of choreographies, trust me, you will feel the energy and struggle to complete the performance with every ounce of your being. Yes, there's such a thing as breath control and being able to sustain notes, but that goes out the window when you are literally jumping. Literally. Western artists perform better than K-pop groups. Some of you might be like, what the hell is this girl saying? But stay with me for a sec. Personally, I want to lose my voice at a concert. I want to shake my ass and go wild. A concert should almost nearly be the freer, bigger and louder version of a club. I want to pump my hands in the air and make noise and sing along and just vibe. I want to laugh and just constantly be perplexed by the most out-of-pocket things artists do. I want a real memory. With K-pop, the idols have such a detailed and well-timed performance. The dance performances are on point. They know when to stop and interact with the audience and exactly when to go back. They know exactly what to say, what to do and where to look. They acknowledge where cameras are and constantly look their best. They have amazing stage presence and are just overall perfect. So perfect that even the times when they are hyping up the crowd or connecting with the fans still feels like a performance. It makes it hard to just let loose. With Western artists, there's a certain freedom they possess that it just makes them better performers. They do stupid ass shit sometimes. Their voices crack and they laugh about it. They just have fun. Like you can tell that they love their music. You can tell that their music is everything to them. And that feeling passes on to the audience, and soon everywhere just becomes so alive. They really connect with their audience. This is coming from an avid concert goer, to even concerts of groups or artists I don't stan or like. The only concerts that really get me moving in K-pop are mostly from the third generation. Even they aren't doing it like Western artists, but it's still a vibe at least. It's still better than just watching groups dance all night. Like I've already watched all your dance performances. Can we get to the part where you just feel yourself and your music and you give me that energy? It's just like that. K-pop stans live for mediocrity. I cannot be convinced that K-pop stans don't praise mediocrity. Like, can someone explain to me why someone who's trained to be an idol for 3 to 5 years cannot hold a note or dance or grab attention on stage? It's even worse when it's an idol who's been in business for nearly a decade. I don't care if the person in question has only been an idol for 2 years. That's no excuse for not being able to sing or dance. You don't have to be born with the talent. You just have to work on becoming skilled at it. You refine the skill. You continuously improve it. But K-pop stans will praise an idol of nearly 5 years for just being able to hold a note while standing still. Like, be for real. And if their faves get criticized, they'll bring up the excuse of the idol in question not being in the position of a vocalist. Like, can we not do that and call a spade a spade? Like, it should be Idol 101. Be able to sing, be able to dance, be able to capture attention on stage, have the will to keep improving as well. No trainee with more than 2 years of training should debut without these skills. They should have mastered the basics at least. And stans need to stop praising the bare minimum. The hell? It's like all it takes these days is a pretty face. Can we please go back to standing talent and skill? I'm getting bored, y'all. That's it from me today, my darlings. A big thank you to my 5th subscriber. Welcome to my channel. I love you.